Bienvenidos. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Completely Consensual right here on Chiptooth Gaming. I am the host, Compa Andres. What's up, everybody? I love it. That's a good mic check. Then we got to my left, Cheeks Supercuts Jr.
Yeah, what's up? Nah, you're just mixing up the name every.
I gotta do it every
week.
week.
Know who he is now?
I know it's Supercuts.
What's my name?
For sure, it's Supercuts. I just know that. And then
Middle name or last name?
Ooh. Either way.
Say it in order.
Let me get to this man right here.
Thank you. Yeah.
Because he's
Tell
having
about you.
2 good back-to-back months. Okay.
What are they?
Black History Month. All you. Now March is going to be your birthday month.
Yes.
Everybody have a future
cut for my
birthday.
birthday?
I was gonna.
Gonna give me a cookie now?
I'll give you big blue.
Give me
Blue Moon?
But everybody, it is going to be that kid Flowers' birthday this upcoming Monday. So I wanted to make sure he gets in on a little birthday thing. Remember, give him a shout out this Monday because I know next week will obviously be past. I want to make sure people know beforehand. You know,
just send me $1.
Send him $1.
What's your Venmo?
That Venmo.
What's your Venmo?
Fuck, I don't know.
Get that exclusive Snapchat from him, guys. Let's get him that.
My head. My Cash App though is $Keyshawn KEYSHAWN F $. All right, just send me $1.
What if I get that premium Snapchat from you?
How much your
How much is your
fans
premium?
only account?
Anyways, guys, I wanted to make sure we let to our very own Flowers. It's going to be his birthday. Happy birthday, bro.
Yeah, I'm turning 22.
Happy birthday.
You feeling 22, Taylor Swift?
Oh,
I'm turning
be
22.
blasting that all
But
day.
you can be better be blasting that Taylor Swift 22.
I'm feeling 22.
Hey.
I've never heard
I
that
don't
song.
know about you.
But I'm feeling 22. I don't know why I added
I've
on.
never heard that
I
song.
apologize, everybody who had to listen to
That's
that.
beautiful.
But yeah, man, happy birthday 22. How you feeling? Feeling good?
I'm feeling 21.
Why you gotta sass me right now, dude?
You asked me how I'm feeling, and then I tell you how I'm feeling. Now I'm sassing you.
21's not a feeling.
It's a mood.
It is a mood. Got me there.
It's also a number. What the fuck do people watch?
I don't know. But it's fine. I just want to make sure we say happy birthday to you, man. I'm happy for you. It's going to be a good year for you. Nothing but good. Nothing but good things, dude.
Too.
Thank you, Mikey. Thank you. You know,
I mean,
it's like,
dude, every age.
it's like I had the same thing, but
Try to drop some wisdom, didn't work out. But let's get this podcast going, guys. What you guys been up to?
not really much.
Not really much. I know you're trying to get this podcast done with so you can go watch that Captain Marvel.
I'm not in no rush. Don't try to.
Hey, why you got doing
I'm a little
Why
upset.
you trying to sue my intentions? Why you upset?
I'm a little upset because I'm not watching it day one. I'm not watching it this Thursday night.
And
I'm
whose
sorry.
fault is that?
I
All right,
mean,
let's really go back to that.
my eagerness, I need this now
You
type
know why you couldn't get good seats?
FOMO.
Well, it's
tell
because
'em.
you invite 15 people every time.
What you mean? I have 6 tickets.
Andres be rolling up
That's
there
it.
with a caravan.
Yeah, day ones. And guess what's
He
not
go
going to be
deep.
there?
He
Andres
taking those
rolls
3
deep.
rolls, bro.
He rolls deep to the movie theater.
Let's go, dude. I might do that for Infinity War or Endgame. Not gonna lie.
I'm down to go.
So, yeah, all of a sudden people are down, right? Yeah, easy. You're welcome.
Okay, well, let's get it on day 1 for Infinity War, so then we can come back and do something.
Oh, we for sure gonna do that.
We
That
should
for
go
sure.
fucking AMC and fucking Endgame. That'd be crazy. AMC theater in Newark. We should go.
We should podcast during
Podcast?
the movie.
Live.
That'd be sick.
But it's cool, man. So let's go. I know you're doing that, Mikey. What you been up to?
Tetris 99, man.
You actually playing that?
Tetris 90.
You still play it?
You getting
Nine.
dubs?
So good. So good.
At least you're getting wins or
No,
something.
I haven't won any Tetris game.
You haven't won anything. I heard it's like it's like that feeling like when you get that first win in Tetris. It's like yes, I fucking finally
Dude,
did
it's
it.
so good. So Tetris 99 is one of the most. It is gonna be in one of the Game of the Year talks. Mark my words. It is.
I don't
At
think so.
least it's gonna win best puzzle game. At least.
But so
I mean, I'd hope
I
so.
hope so. It's a fucking puzzle game.
I don't know
What's wrong with
how
that?
many of those are dropping.
Have you played
Tetris
it?
99.
Have you played it?
Yes, I have.
You played it?
I played Tetris.
You
99.
excited?
And?
I mean, I played maybe 3 matches. I mean,
It's Tetris.
I'm just not a Tetris guy. Like, I think I knocked
Some
2
people
people
wrong.
out, but I mean,
so yeah,
I don't even
Tetris
know what was
99.
happening.
So Tetris 99, if you guys don't know, it's that battle royale for
Tetris game. It's
So how does it
amazing.
work? So essentially, every line that you clear out, it attacks somebody else
You
on
send
the
it to
board.
somebody else, just like in classic Tetris fashion.
Okay.
This one steps it up and it puts 99 players on the board.
So does it auto pick who gets fucked over, or
Yeah, well, you can pick. You
pick
would
who?
pick. You would pick at the end of the day.
That doesn't make no
So
sense.
you can
House,
choose,
wait.
you could pick your attackers. You could pick randos. You could pick the people who are about to get knocked
Is
out.
that pre? Oh, so there's like a setting
There's
of
a
like.
stick. There's a stick that you can
Oh,
switch.
the thing at the top. That's what that is.
Yeah. So you can.
You know what you're talking
thing at
about.
the
I
top,
played it. I played
You
it.
could choose who you're attacking, or you
Mhm.
can take the other analog stick and you can actually physically choose who you want to attack.
Wow.
Oh, that sounds like a lot to do in like the
That's,
small amount of time you have. For that
Right?
one
Because I
drop.
feel like, especially, I've seen videos. I've seen people get down like at the very last minute, and people are like, "No, no," and they get fucked over pretty bad.
Yeah,
Uh,
Tetris.
I
You
love it.
know,
That's
stressful.
cool.
Them blocks.
So
It's
that's
so
what you've been playing.
It's stressful. Minecraft was stressful too, and that was blocks. But
That's funny.
one in
Fair.
the chamber.
Fair game.
The usuals in Call of Duty Black Ops got me back in, and then I started the Spider-Man DLC.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Slow. I mean, yeah, backlog. It's all good.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
I feel
it
like
seems very
when you-
much
I
just
feel-
more of a good thing.
I just feel like when you play a game like the way we played it, we didn't rush to beat it. We enjoyed it. We beat it.
I cleared.
I feel like
everything
it's
just
cool to
about.
take a break from it, get back into
I
it with
fucked
the
that game
DLC.
up.
Yeah, I cleared that game.
No,
like,
we all cleared
big
that game
time.
up. I'm glad you finally beat a game.
Get off of me.
It's true. Hey, how's God of War coming?
How's God of War? How's that game?
I'm gonna circle back to it. I'm working on Kingdom Hearts 3 right now. Okay, I want to beat Kingdom Hearts 3 before I buy this new Devil May Cry.
Dude, it's your birthday. So it's like you can do whatever you want, dude. It's your birthday.
Kingdom Hearts 3 over God of War. What's wrong with you?
He did name drop a game that I kind of want to talk about a little bit, but go ahead.
What'd I say?
That Devil May Cry.
What do you know about Devil May Cry?
I don't
What you
know-
know about that Devil May Cry?
I know that it's a game that is literally just you just fuck shit up and it doesn't like that's it. Like I remember playing Devil May Cry 3. I had dual pistols like tap 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 tap, and then I was like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was hitting all kinds of combos. I don't know what I was doing. I was button
That's the best
mashing.
part.
You didn't play any
That's
PS2
the best part.
ones?
No, Devil May Cry was like one of the weird games. Not weird games. That's a bad thing to say because I know people. It's a good game to have 5 of them in it. So
That's a weird game. You don't like
Um,
it?
it's just all over the place for me. Like
It's
it's,
not even-
that button mashing
I mean,
combo
it is,
that
but
I
it
don't
isn't.
get.
It is, but it isn't.
It
I'll
is,
look
but
at
it
you
isn't.
funny for that one. What?
Because it is a lot to do, and like the game's very fast paced, but like it isn't like all over the place. Like there's direction, but you can do a lot in that direction. That's the only thing.
Yeah, so that's a good game. I know it was getting all kinds of like up and down reviews, but people enjoy to play it. It's a game to have fun with, but not to take like
It depends on how serious you take it. I don't know the lore, so I don't really care. I just enjoy the game.
that for sure. I don't know. I'm definitely heavy on the lore side, but you know I'm having.
I'd split.
Yeah, that's cool.
I always like the action of Devil May Cry.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I'm here for.
But
That's what
anything
it is.
beyond that, it's just... It's
It's all right. It's all good. But let's get into a game that actually is
Yeah.
not getting good reviews.
So, actually, I know we're going into this. Well, what did you play, first of all?
Oh yeah, what am I
What
playing,
have you
guys?
been
I'm still in the Apex. You know how Apex has 50 million players now.
Yeah.
I'm one of them, right here.
Are you one of the good ones, or are you just one of them?
I am one of those good ones.
I'm one of those guys where it's like 3 kills. I think
I've
next
stepped
to,
my
like,
game
the
up.
465
I was laughing. We were talking
kills.
before the podcast, everybody, and then
I
Flowers
stepped my
was
game
like,
up.
"Hey, Andres, I think I'm ready to play with you." And I was like, "For real? You down to play? Let's get on."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'm getting them 2 kills a game."
On average,
On
you know what I'm
average,
saying?
2
I'm
kills.
really getting at least 2 kills.
And
I
I'm
get mine,
like,
you know, so
"Hey,
that's
dog, hey, better than some randoms, man.
Hey.
I'm gonna let you know about some games that I have. Every game that I have with, I play with a buddy of mine, Christian.
Uh-huh.
Me and him, and we usually we get a random sometimes. And holy shit, we've had plenty of games where it's like the random has 1 kill and is less than 100 damage.
Hey,
Can't
And I'm just
I
like,
learned
holy
you can't
shit,
trust
why
the
are we
randoms.
carrying these guys?
Can't trust the
Looking
randoms.
through my window.
They get you clapped.
Yeah, I do the clapping though, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been playing Apex. I tell people like I think I enjoy it because I think I am good at it. Humble brag, but I have fun with it though. Like even though like I lose and like there's games where I'm like fuck I lost it. Like I'm still having fun. Like yesterday I totally blew a loss. Final circle, right? And I have the Mastiff shotgun, and I don't know how shit went down, and I'm outside the circle and I died because of the circle.
You are cheeks.
And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? And I didn't even get mad. I was just laughing at myself. Like, I fucking just did that. Like,
You are
that was
cheeks.
funny.
And cheeks is ass.
and it was funny because that was like a
No
high kill
pun
game.
intended.
True.
I had like 8 kills that game, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious. I just died in the worst way possible. And I was just laughing. And that's what I like about Apex is like, it's a fun game to play. And like, even though I lose in some games, like I'm still having fun. Like that's why I really like Apex. Other battle royale games, I'd kind of get like triggered or so I'll be like, fuck this game, fuck this. Like, you're not better than me, fuck you. But with the Apex, for some reason, it struck a chord with me, and I'm having really fun with that one.
Can we talk about how bad February was for games?
Bad.
It was
Yeah.
a bad month.
bad.
It was a bad month for video games.
You know, Jump Force came out strong.
Jump
still.
Force cannot come. I think Jump Force is better than Anthem, probably. The way we're going to get into Anthem in a little bit, guys, just to let you know.
Well, that's why I wanted
how
to
that
talk about
goes.
it before we actually get into the news.
'Cause
Because
What games
we're
came
not
out?
only
What
talking
games
about-
were we looking at?
There was a
though,
lot
that
of
came
games that came out. There were surprise games that came
So-
out, though.
There was Far Cry.
Far Cry.
New Dawn.
New Dawn. I did hear.
Mhm.
There was
I didn't
Crackdown
hear.
3.
Crackdown 3. I heard some reviews from that.
There was Anthem, and then there was Jump Force, and then what's this game called?
Which one? Apex?
Apex. Yeah.
Apex saved the month.
Apex did come out in February.
Yeah.
And
Like the
what?
20
And guess what? Against a BioWare's game, both EA owned properties.
Yeah, so they had
They-
the shittiest game.
They launched a service game against a service game.
And the free one
From
won.
their
And that's the one.
And the one that you got for free was the one you should have got.
That was funny.
That's crazy.
It's unbelievable Apex is free. But no, I mean, and that really shows, I know there's a story, I don't think we put it on here, but it was Amy Hennig, the old Uncharted director's quotes about how single-player games are kind of a hard thing to sell to a studio today.
Yeah.
How it's not like a viable pitch because everything needs to be tacked on multiplayer or, you know, service, aside from like Sony or Nintendo.
Yeah.
Those are really those are the last ones kind of holding down in terms of single player content.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember hearing about that too, and then I remember on Twitter, I just scrolled down Twitter, and I remember, I wish I took a screenshot of it, but there was somebody who was saying, and it wasn't like a reply to the article or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was just somebody kind of arguing the opposite fact that single player is still the thing to go to, and it was news of Horizon Zero Dawn, how it hit 10 million sales or 10 million copies. Or one of those two. I should really look that up. But then again, Horizon Zero Dawn is a single player game, and then he put a list of, hey, here are like the best 2018 games or something like that, best selling games. And it was all single. I think it was you, was it? I remember seeing it on Twitter. Like I said, I wish I took a screenshot to kind of give you guys better that info. But again, he just put the last 5 single player games, and he put like the sales number next to it, and they were each fucking hits. They were all like 10 million plus sales or 10 million copies, and these were all single player games. I was like, holy shit! Like to the argument,
new IP too.
To the argument of like single players are dead. Like, no, it's the opposite. If it's good, it's gonna sell.
No, but it's dead in terms of the eyes of publishing. Because in all honesty, what would a publisher rather sell 10 million units of a game like God of War where there's no it's $60 and done? Even then, it's not even $60. What's God of War
What's the players bringing that revenue
right now? Right, $20,
It's over.
$30. So that's adding onto the number. So would they rather make it up and have 10 million units sold, not all at $60 a piece, or sell 10 million and then also have continuous revenue coming in?
Yeah.
So which one are you gonna try? It's not that people aren't going to buy good single player games. People are always going to do that.
Yeah.
But it's finding publishers that are willing to put out games that are just single player. Spider-Man, God of War, like here are these bite-size, you know, or not even bite-size, but like the content ends at what you get on the disc, which is insane because we don't see that nearly enough. But even something like Horizon Zero Dawn, that's a new IP that sold over 10 million units. That's insane.
Yeah. Good.
But at the same time, it's like only Sony and Nintendo would really make those.
So is it a publisher issue or a developer issue?
I think it's a publisher issue.
Publisher for
Because
sure.
if you just look at the games that were named on that chart, it was all Sony, it was all Nintendo, and then there was Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. Hold on.
So out of all those, the only one out of the like 10 games that were posted, it was only one game that was a third party game without like shoehorn. Even then, Assassin's Creed Odyssey has microtransactions and stuff in it.
Like small ones, like
Yeah, but
skins.
But at the end of the day, it's like look at how February turned out. Like the games industry is just kind of eating itself alive.
Yeah, here you go. I found it right here. So
Like it's cannibalizing itself, and then at that point, it's not a developer fault because there's developers out there who want to make enticing single player games, and it's more of a publisher fault where it's like taking something like, hey, look at God of War. Okay, well let's try to make more money off of it than just what it is. which I think is the wrong move.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Why is it the wrong move?
Well, because you see it fail. You see the industry cannibalize
The
themselves.
game fails, or just over time, like
The
publisher
game and
sells?
the model sells. I mean, look at last year. What was the game to be? It was a first-person action shooter, just like
Right.
Call of Duty, right? And it ended up. Now look at Call of Duty sales this year. Like it burns out.
Quick.
It burns out eventually.
And it burns out quick.
So
Talking about
especially
Call of
with
Duty, or
battle
we're talking
royale.
about
No, just online
games in general?
non-single player experiences.
What do you mean they burn out?
They fizzle out.
I just told you.
Yeah.
Look at Call of Duty.
So you're talking about that burning out opposed to like a God of War sale?
Yes.
God of War probably sold more, didn't it?
Then all of Call of Duty? No.
No, then I'm talking not all of Call of Duty, but then that game continues like that Battle Royale shit. Like it probably sold more units, making up for more money than they get from that like skin and shit from Battle Royale.
I don't understand what your point is, sir.
I don't understand why you brought up Call of Duty. What is your point?
Because
I'm
a
saying-
multiplayer more heavy. Call of Duty's heavily on multiplayer, heavy on
Right.
online experience, not single player.
And
Right.
these games get so saturated because they see it instead of just going where the good content is and where good genuine games are being made from. They then take this model of online deathmatch shooter, right? And that we saw this so often last generation, where it's just everything is a deathmatch shooter, right? It's a
Mhm.
Call of Duty. It's
Yeah,
a Call of
there
Duty,
was-
Call of Duty,
yeah.
Call of Duty, Call of Duty. How many times did we see For Honor come back and
Fortnite was
Even
good for
those
like
guys.
2 months.
And it
there's
was
like
it's a free game now.
There's
but-
always games
really?
that are like
It was.
trying to be Call of Duty last generation, and eventually people are like, I'm fucking done with Call of Duty. No, thank you. Like I don't want any more Call of Duty. And then Battle Royale comes around, and I give it even less time than Call of Duty had that effect in terms of people are gonna burn out.
You think?
So is that why you
whereas
stay
something
away?
like a God of War, it's like you can't really burn out on it. I mean, you can, but
Like once the game's done, it's done.
As
There's
long
no
as you're
replay
putting,
value.
Yeah, there is. As long as you're putting art and Call of Duty or God of War was something that burned out in the minds of the mass consumer. They were able to bring it back a lot easier than something like you get more second chances with a single player game than you would an online multiplayer shooter. It's more
I mean,
forgiving.
yeah.
If Apex came out and fucking didn't get traction, or they fucked up somewhere and it just didn't catch enough attention, that was its one shot. You don't get another chance to come back around. And also, Apex, how long is it going to stay on top?
Let's go. Stay on top.
It's not
If
going
I
to stay
keep
on
playing.
top for often because then there's going to be something else that comes out.
There is. I mean, the
something
people,
that-
the
Yeah, you
divisions
can-
coming
nah,
out.
I see where you're getting at, Mike. Yes, you're getting. He's speaking facts.
You speak. I mean, again, it is. It's always a trend. Like the trend of shooters online that got boring, stale. Like you said, no creativeness.
Oh, this whole industry is getting like this. And that's a big concern of mine. I feel like the industry,
That's why
we're
you
at
gotta
the
get.
point where everything's just fucking stale, cookie cutter, like the same,
a scary thought.
same shit. Like I
Taking it real
there's
deep.
not a whole lot of innovation going on in the industry at all.
Uh huh.
Like, and I think that's a big reason why I'm not super captivated to go play any of these games. Like, I don't want, like when Spider-Man or God of War came out, I was like, I'm spending my money. I'm going to spend my money. I want to spend my money on these things. Now I see shit like Anthem, and it's not even that they're not my kind of games. They're just regurgitated bullshit that we've been getting for years.
Well,
Like, why are you trying to be Destiny when we already have a Destiny?
you go where the money's at. So at one point, Destiny was a good selling
No,
game.
I get
so that's
that.
what it was.
No, I get that.
And it's a
but
copycat.
at the same time, it's like
kind of like I
that's what
mean,
I'm talking
like
about.
sports.
So-
Sports is like copycat league. If somebody does something that's successful, everybody's gonna copycat it.
I know, but it's almost to a T, and it's only
Well,
going
of
to be good
course.
if it's trendy. though,
Until it
at
gets
this point in
saturated.
time.
Things like it's kind of like I remember when Guitar Hero came out. When the Guitar Hero was like, "Oh shit, this is awesome." Next thing you know, phones were tapping like, "Hey, play against the music," and then everything else, and then Guitar Hero just died. I know you're like that trend and what you're trying to say.
Guitar
it-
Hero lasted for a minute though.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden, everybody did it.
And
Rock Band
imagine
Live,
if people were
was
original, and if it was just Rock Band and Guitar Hero, and they were just kind of smart about their market share, they'd still be around.
probably.
But everybody wants to grow too big, too fast, and that just burns out your whole base that's going to be buying from you.
And it kind of hurts the consumers. And I think that's. And do you think that's okay? So let's kind of go into what the Anthem talk conversations.
so that's why I wanted to
'Cause
kind of get that because
Go ahead. Sorry.
this month is just it shows where the issue is in the games industry.
I hope a lot of people learned a lot of lessons this month about games especially going into Anthem.
Y'all hating on Anthem.
I'm not hating on Anthem, but like,
So what doesn't help?
There was so many red flags so
Criticism
early on.
isn't hate.
Criticism isn't hate, but what EA is doing doesn't help out either. And then obviously just more news is not helping out Anthem at all.
What EA is doing?
So,
what you mean?
well, because let's get into it a little bit. So what?
Let's get into the news.
Anthem is, again, it's just continuing. It's like the rocky start. Like you think it would get better, it's not. What's happening with Anthem now is that Sony is refunding some players for the Anthem's PS4 crash bug.
You bought Anthem, right?
I did.
Did you get your refund?
No.
I want to get that while it's still going.
I think it's only digital. I got a physical copy. I can't go to like back to Best Buy and be like, yeah, can I return this? No, it don't work like that.
Well,
But what's been happening is there's a weird bug. You know, if you're playing Anthem and your PS4 just randomly shuts off, and you're like, what just happened? What just happened? And your PS4 boots up, and your PS4 is acting like it just got unplugged like randomly, and it says, hey, don't unplug your PS4 like that, fam. And that's what's happening, and it's happening it's happening a lot to where people on Reddit, people all over, they're like, hey guys, Anthem's crashing on me, what are you guys gonna do? And then their EA is like, we don't know. They're just like, we'll figure it out, don't worry about it, we'll fix it. And it's just bad. It's more bad news coming out of it. The most severe problems has been bugs on PS4 causing the entire system to shut down improperly. PlayStation 4 users have been vocal about the problem, and EA is aware of the issue. In the meantime, Sony is offering refunds to at least some of the affected users, because some people actually have luck of turning on their PS4. Some of them don't even turn back on. Some of them RIP PS4.
Bruh.
So Anthem has had a rocky launch from middling reviews to bugs. The most severe of these problems have been crash bugs on PS4, causing the entire system to shut down improperly. PlayStation 4 users have been vocal about the problem, and EA is aware of the issue, and Sony is offering refunds to at least some of them. So right now, EA is like, they're just gathering information. You know, when your PS4 breaks down and shuts down, they say, hey, send us a report.
They about to walk in the BioWare studio. Like, hey, look,
This is
y'all
going
had
on.
a good run. Y'all tried your best.
Here's
We helped you as best we could. You know what I'm saying? Put a lot of money into it. We're going to need that money back.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. BioWare is probably done RIP.
What's interesting is just PS4s.
I know.
It's something about the PS4's architecture that making it.
Weird, and I guess it's super weird, but it just sucks. Again,
I had friends playing on Xbox that said they couldn't even log into the game. Like, the servers were that
well,
bad.
it's better.
Well,
That's
their
server,
problems
yeah.
Don't stop at crashing. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's more.
Either way, you can't play the game, so the problem is the same, more or less.
So yeah, EA's put in a blog post that said, we are currently in process of gathering information about the PS4 issues, so we can determine the root cause. And it's funny because BioWare they're just like kind of. I'm not saying they're ignoring the fact there's going to be a huge patch upcoming March 12th. That's supposed to be over 300 patch notes, and it comes down to like the gameplay and all this stuff. And I'm just like, wow. There was a big day one patch update, and now there's going to be another huge patch update.
Have you been playing?
I've played a good amount of time for it, yes. And
Have you been playing recently?
Yeah, I still played. I mean, even knowing about this article where it's saying, hey, your PS4 might break, I'm taking that risk.
How many updates has there been?
Huh?
Is just that one update? That's all they've had?
There's been one day one update, and then obviously the next big update's March 12th. That's the next update. There's going to be, it's just going to fix a lot of bugs and issues and changes and things like that. That's what they're going to be able to fix that day.
You think they could save this game?
I mean, hopefully they, that's a funny part in BioWare in their blog post.
Andres, do you think
I
they
wouldn't
could
know
save
because
this
when
game?
Division 2 comes out, that's where I'm on. So I wouldn't know.
So no.
There's no saving Anthem.
I don't think so. I mean, it's
You
just
chalk it up
bad
as a
luck. Because another thing that's not helping is, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there's like a streamer, right? He was heavy on Destiny streams, and he would just kind of exploit a lot of like loot caves and all this stuff. He did the same thing for Anthem, where he said, hey, there's a cool route that you could take to get better loot, and he would just rinse, repeat.
This was in the Jim Sterling video he sent everybody, right?
Yeah, but I didn't look at it.
Are you talking about the guy where he was just opening up fucking loot boxes?
Yeah,
and then he got
but
banned?
It was stuff that
And
they
he
put
got-
in the game
And he got permanently banned from playing Anthem.
from
And this
opening
is what's
boxes that were in the
stupid.
game, not even exploiting it, not hacking, not cheating.
Imagine
He was
playing
opening
Destiny,
boxes that
killing
they,
a little mob, getting the loot box in the back, Walk 10 feet and you get banned. Why'd you get banned? Because you opened the loot box.
And that's exactly why.
There's no winning.
And this is what sucks. This is what's like EA, and that's what they're fucking up on, I think, is where there's a guy streaming, letting people know how to play the game, how to get better loot. You're trying to build that community. You're trying to get people into the game.
My man's trying to
And
save
boom,
your game.
hey, look at you. Fuck you. You're not playing the game we want you to play. So, banned. Holy shit. Like, they're just making it worse for themselves. Huh? Here's a guy getting some streams, getting people to watch him, maybe get excited to play Anthem, and then he gets hit with a permanent
I want to
ban.
see how those review and progresses are going.
So it's pretty bad, and it's just not a good look. Again, like you would try to, if anything, you'd be like, "Hey, dude, can you stream some more? Can you stream some more? Can you do another?" But no, EA's like, "Nah, we're not. You're not playing the game like you're intended to, so you're banned."
They'd rather ban the player than fix the issue.
And it's stupid.
EA is gonna have to do the biggest Microsoft in the world this next generation. Because in all honesty, I don't see them staying around too long.
No,
Yeah.
they
I
fucked up.
really see EA not staying around too long. If they keep going down this road they're going,
They got
they
FIFA.
lost.
They got Madden.
No, listen though.
They got
They lost the Star Wars license.
good.
That's how fucked up they
Dropped the ball.
when every one of their major game releases besides FIFA and Madden have not been met with great press.
They'll just keep those two studios.
Their last big ones were both from BioWare, and they both failed
Guess what? They have Apex.
terribly. They have Apex out of 2 failed Titanfall games.
But guess what?
Titanfall 2 wasn't that bad, I heard.
No, it was a great game, but
Like for
critically
sales-wise.
just failed, and then
Yeah.
sales have failed. It's still a failure. It's
People
still,
love the game, but it didn't sell.
There's
It
games
didn't
that
sell
are
well?
failures that are good games, but they just fell. They just weren't marketed
You
correctly, and that's another game that EA put Battlefield against. Titanfall 2.
Battlefield 1?
No, there's like there's a Battlefield. I forgot which one it was that year. But
I heard Battlefield 5 didn't get really any sales either.
that's what I'm.
That was another
saying.
big hit.
Name the last big EA hit
Apex.
other than Apex.
Apex 2.
Because Apex is one thing where it's like, I know that wasn't even their idea. That was a developer idea.
Yeah.
Keep it real. I kind of stay away from EA and keep it real.
The only reason I'm sticking with them is FIFA, Madden. I'm that guy who buys it every year.
What was the last EA
honestly,
game other than the sports games and Apex
that I was excited for?
that you were like, fuck, knocked it out of the park? This is a great game.
It's really hard. I mean, hopefully people watching or listening could hit
That's
us
a
up and be
Google.
like, yeah, this is the game.
To me,
That's a
it's
Googler.
Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Dead Space.
That's
which-
fucking
1, 2,
far
3.
back.
Name something that was sooner.
Dead
Dead Space was so
1,
fun.
2,
I wish
3.
I bought the
Name
game.
their
I was so
last
young.
big thing that's been between Dead Space and now.
I gotta pull out the phone because I'm about
That
to
was
do that.
worth a damn.
About to pull up the
Because
facts.
Titanfall, it was a cool game. Didn't do well.
I remember, EA didn't do well, and I'm mad at EA. I'm mad at Titanfall because I remember playing that game, and I started a multiplayer match, and there was bots. I was like, why is there bots in this shit?
This is all I'm saying.
Stupid.
How do you get a Star Wars license and you fumble the,
The
ball
Sims.
that bad?
You want to play The Sims?
Mm.
Unravel?
Not Sims like whatever they're on.
Need
Their
for
last big
Speed.
Sims hit was like Sims 3.
Yeah.
Dragon Age, Mirror's Edge, Need for Speed.
Mirror's
Dragon
Edge
Age.
failed.
Mm.
Dragon Age failed.
I mean, it sucks 'cause those are games that are good. They just don't sell well.
Mirrors. What was
Skate.
that?
I actually really
Skate
fucked with
failed.
Skate.
I
Yeah,
know,
but again, how back was that? And then they haven't created
and
another
again,
game.
I think Dead Space was before Skate or after Skate.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah,
the
it was
other ones that you named? What was the ones that you named at the beginning? Dragon Age.
Dragon Age, Sims 4. I had Unravel, the little indie game.
Yeah,
UFC.
failed.
Peggle. Peggle was fun. I like Peggle, personally.
Peggle's fine, but it's not. Again,
It's not a seller. It's not a
it's
seller.
not their cash cow.
Mirror's Age, Dragon Age.
I guess Dragon Age, there's something to be said for on Dragon Age, but I mean, other than that, it's like
Yeah, I don't want to go.
there's nothing like Dead Space. Like, remember when Dead Space came
A
out?
lot of these
It was
games
one of those
flopped.
games you're like, oh, cool, something new,
Fuck,
scary, and
Dead
I was
Space.
like
Yeah,
fucking scared of this shit.
Exactly.
And it was funny because even like the twist at the end, what?
See,
There's cool
Capcom,
games.
I feel, has a brighter future than EA.
God damn. You know, I challenge everyone watching this video to just search EA game titles and then tell me how many games you've actually bought.
Let me
Just
see.
off the Google list. Like, how many games
That's a lot of
were you
games.
actually excited to play? And you
So-
really look at it, and I mean, maybe you'll say the Mass Effect titles. I'll give you that. But besides the Mass Effect titles, what
So-
games were you really hyped to play?
Let's get. Do you think this is why EA So EA is gonna just say, hey, you know what? Fuck the press conference for E3. We're just gonna have a weekend event. So that's another bit of news where EA is like, you know what? I don't know about doing a whole conference of just showing Madden and FIFA. Let's just have a weekend event. Let's just show a couple new games, new gameplay, and that's what they're doing. So EA is going to forego their press conference for just like a little weekend event.
Sorry, Mass Effect and Dead Space were their last
Those are the ones?
franchises.
Boy, so do you think that's the reason why they're not having a good year? That's the reason why they're saying, hey, you know what? We're not going to be on E3. We're gonna do a little event. We're not going to be actually hold a conference. We're going to be like a little event.
I don't think they got shit to show.
I think that's what it is too.
Well, unless they're gonna just come out of something fucking amazing out of the woodworks, what are you gonna show?
Well, I had to imagine that maybe Apex would have been an E3 announcement, and then also a Star Wars game, which they canceled all their Star Wars games.
They did.
Like what? Like you had 3 year studios working on Star Wars games,
And they all didn't. They all dropped the ball.
So what? And the ones that didn't, it fucking failed terribly. You had 3 studios working on Battlefront 2, and you still couldn't make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
EA to me is like the perfect picture of what's wrong with the games industry right now.
So you think if EA went out, it'd be okay? Everyone stopped practicing their
I
practice?
think that'd be very damaging to the games industry as a whole. In all honesty, I don't
If
want them
EA
to
was
fail.
out of business?
I don't want them to fail. I don't want them to fail.
But
I need them
one
to
of the
correct,
leaders in
and
the
that's what I was saying.
microtransaction.
I know, and I need them to self-correct. I need them to do a Microsoft because I think that would be best for everybody. They need to do a full 360 and be like, hey, we fucked up. Hey, we fucked up. Please buy our games.
For me, it's like, hey, just keep coming up with
But
good
how would
Maddens,
they
good
even fuck
FIFAs.
up?
That's all I need.
You have to scrape by
Focus
to get
more
studios.
on the game of sports.
They're going to lose
sell.
the NFL license,
If they lose NFL license,
and that's going to go to Sony San Diego.
Bring back 2K.
It's going to go to Sony San Diego, and Sony San Diego is going to have another sports game. They're going to do NFL. And then FIFA, there's already other studios who do soccer games.
Pro Evolution.
Yeah.
They do a lot, so it's not going anywhere. So, I mean, again, if EA, it is too big to fail idea, but holy shit if they do.
I honestly see it at this point. I don't see EA sticking around too long.
EA,
Only one way to find
got
out.
that liquid
Stop
capital.
buying.
get some more studios, let them do their thing, release it, just give some straight marketing and let that studio just have faith in that studio because I don't think anyone
That's
else
the
has faith
issue.
in them.
That's the issue, and I don't see EA doing that anytime soon.
You think it's like they're just like too big headed to do it? Or you
I
they're
think that they think they're too big, so there's too many heads now. There's too many kids to
Too many
feed
mouths,
at the
yeah.
table.
yeah.
So it's like now I kind of think that they found themselves cornered, that they have to do this shit.
They have to.
They have to do this shit to be able to to keep everybody staffed up without mass layoffs. And I think it's just inevitable that there's going to be mass layoffs, and EA is eventually at some point. I mean, I know they have plenty of liquid capital, but at some point they're going to start selling off their properties.
If they lose it, fuck
It
it.
doesn't be that bad.
I
They
mean,
have
look,
I think they have a lot of time before that happens.
yeah,
They got time.
I do too. They do have time to turn around, and that's what I'm saying. I hope that they turn around. I don't wish that. I don't hope that happens. But if they don't, I could see that easily.
You
5,
think
6
EA was
years.
really betting on
5,
Anthem
6
to bring them
years.
back?
If they're on this, if they stay on this course, I give it 5, 6 years.
Oh, they had high money on Anthem.
You think they bet a lot
They
of money
had-
on Anthem to like really put them
You
back
know
in
how
the game?
long that game was in
Yes.
development? The game was
That
in
probably
6
hurt.
years
Yeah,
development.
That hurt.
6 plus.
6
There's
plus years
probably
of development.
The game nearly died in 2 weeks.
So 6 years for a game to be that bad, and that, I mean, it's kind of, I wanted to talk about this a lot for sure, between a game that gets delayed and a game that gets rushed. And it sucks to say 6 years is still rushing the game. Anthem is it's a very ambitious game. The way they do it, the way that their style is, the way that it's only single player, the way that the strongholds, which is like strikes and stuff. It's a very ambitious world and game to do, and they dropped the ball on it for sure. And that's the reason why I'm glad they still have a roadmap. I'm glad they're still going to try to do the best they can and not give up on 6 year dream. Because again, people were behind it. People put their heart and soul into this game, and it just sucks that it's happening, for sure. But I kind of wanted to talk about the reflection of a game that, like, it's kind of, I want to say rushed. Essentially, it is rushed because it's an incomplete game. It's a game that we're playing right now. There's bugs, there's crashes. It just doesn't feel right. And then there's going to be a game that's going to be coming out that it's going to be a sleeper hit. People had their doubts on it, but it's Days Gone.
Right.
Do you guys remember Days Gone?
Mm-hmm.
The zombie apocalypse game.
My boy John Garvin, PSP, what's up? Represent PS
Gang,
Vita,
gang.
what's up?
He,
What's
Dear
up with
and
the
Soul,
club?
Heart and
Uncharted
Soul.
Golden Abyss, what's up? Uncharted Fight for Fortune.
So,
Where you at? Brr.
The weirdest shit he could do right there.
I didn't even know he made.
I didn't know he was
I
going
knew
to
he
do
was
all
a part
that.
of all that.
But I didn't know you get down like that. But Days Gone, right?
Game.
It's a zombie apocalypse survival shooter game that Sony, and again, it's been teasing for years, I think since 2015. And the embargo got lifted, so a lot of people who have played it, have touched it, they're saying nothing but good things. They're saying that this game is good, it's familiar, they're doing new things that make it feel fresh. And it's a game that, again, people are getting excited for. And they're doing that kind of 360 kind of idea, what you're saying, where I remember when the game was announced like at E3, and they're like, hey, this is the gameplay. Too bad it's delayed. Then it got delayed again. And then people were like, well, fuck this game. It's not even worth it.
So you think you're going to get a released game that's like been rushed?
And that's what, again, and that's kind of the comparison I want to go with, where it says PlayStation or Ben Studios, these guys who created the game, they're doing it the right way by saying, hey, you know what? Fuck that. Let's not rush this. We'll take the hits with the delays. We'll do this.
I mean, no matter what,
and
the
here's a good
game
game.
has to be released in a sooner time period because it's already been advertised and marketed. So like it's coming soon, no matter what.
Yeah,
Even
but
if
that's
they
the benefit of a game being delayed, or it's like you could work on it.
Delays aren't always good things, though.
When it comes to Days Gone, it looks like it helped them out for sure, though.
No, I mean, there's an argument for both those things, right? Because a delayed game doesn't make it a good game, right? At the end of the day, but it is true with something like The Last of Us. When The Last of Us came out, it was delayed. And the reason it was delayed was because the game wasn't coming together. And all the creators, Neil Druckmann, everybody will tell you, is Last of Us came together in the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 6 months, that game came together.
It's like crunch time, 6 months, dude.
So that's insane. So a delay can happen, and it's something that Miyamoto always used to say, right?
Yeah,
Is a delayed game is a delayed game for a couple months, and a bad game is a bad game forever.
yeah.
So it's just one of those things where, but again, lead-in time, like the Last Guardian, there are some games that just should be killed. Like not that
Go
the
to sleep,
game's
yeah.
like bad, but like the cancellations do exist for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like a cancellation on that Sony Santa Monica game, before they were working on God of War, they were working on like a space game, and then they ended up canceling it, and then we got God of War from it. So it's like there's not everything's gonna work in theory. That is why we do have publishers.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but again, I mean, that's the reason why I started thinking about it a little bit. It was like there was people playing Anthem. The studio was like, nobody said, "Hey, man, this game's not done." Nowhere near. But they're like, "Nah, fuck it, release it."
Anthem should have been released as a single-player game, at least for like a first couple of months to give them time to work out their online system. I think that should have happened. That's what they did with Final Fantasy 15. Final 15 was released as just a regular, like, just RPG game. A couple months later, they dropped the fucking multiplayer for it. It wasn't the best fucking multiplayer, but it was something the game had to, you know, to bring the community together. People still played, I'm sure. There was DLC. It was a lot of DLC for that game. But the point is that they had a lot more time to work on that multiplayer to get that shit down right. Mm-hmm. In a game like Anthem, like, single-player play would have been tough, but it would have been easier to work with as far as on launch. As far as getting people to really get involved in the game, selling it, marketing it, yeah. But the promise of fucking multiplayer, I think I would have brought a lot of people into the game.
Yeah.
I agree. And it's just one of those things where it's like, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know in this like kind of field. Like, if you just come out with a single player and you're trying to captivate the multiplayer audience in the future, it's like, I think Rockstar saying that with Red Dead Online, it's not making as big a splash as GTA Online did, right?
Yeah.
Because
but it was a new IP,
now.
especially from BioWare. If BioWare would have took their time and made that a really good single player first, and then maybe threw in like a multiplayer like action on top of that,
I think that would have been a better strategy. Yes, I think that would have been a better game,
especially with that studio.
But it's not foolproof. It still could have been very well like. Anthem came out, amazing single player game, and I actually think that would have been because at the very least you get a very good single player game. At the very most, it's like, okay, cool, now you get this dope online game.
And even if the multiplayer was bad, they could have still ran with it like Mass Effect as a new IP franchise. They could have built into an Anthem 2.
Yep.
with a good story. They could have spent more time on that story than they did on multiplayer, because I really think that's what's throwing the game to shit. Everyone's trying to play with their friends and they can't.
Yeah.
And they try, and then the PlayStation's turned off.
And the single player. How is the story?
It's fun.
It's meh.
It's meh.
Is it?
It's cool. It's the idea. Sorry?
Can you follow it? Like, what's happening? What is the story? If you have to summarize it
Anthem, there's storms. You got to go to the heart of the storm. It's all over the place, to be honest. For me, playing the game, I'm just playing it like this. It's a BioWare game, right? So obviously, every character or side character you get introduced, guess what? There's dialogue, and I'm over here like skip this dialogue. Just give me fucking gameplay.
What's wrong with you?
There's so much into this one.
Game.
I don't say boring. I mean, again, I already said it before, and I'm sticking to it. Where
did you skip through any Spider-Man's cutscenes?
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Spider-Man was gold.
Why is this the exception? Why is it not a boring game?
Because you're trying to play with your friends. You don't want to watch this.
And not only that,
it's co-op. I'm trying to get in there and fly around with my boy.
Why do single player at all?
Spider-Man did that cinematic,
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
Spider-Man was a cinematic single player, like talking and all that stuff. When it comes to Anthem, you're still like in the tower, like Destiny or whatever. You're in your base, and then you just go up to like NPCs, and you're like, skip. So it's not a cinematic. If it's a cinematic, fuck yeah, I'll watch it, because there's cinematics in Anthem still, and when I watched those, I was like, oh shit, this is fucking dope. Like there's one, like the very beginning, like the first cinematic of the game, you're like, oh, this shit went down. This is fucking cool. But then when it makes me do non-playable character like NPCs like in game, and you like actually talk to them, like fuck, skip. And like I said, it goes back to what I said about Anthem, where it's a fun game to play when it works, and I fucking hate saying that. I hate saying that, hey, this game's pretty good, but when it doesn't break your PS4, when it doesn't disconnect you, when your weapons actually work, when you don't have to respawn, you have to, like when you respawn, like when you're in a striker or doing a stronghold, that's what they're called.
When you're playing a shooter and your guns actually
and let's say
shoot bullets.
All three of us, right? Let's say it's us three. You get downed, we have to respawn you no matter what. There's no like timer where like, okay, after a minute of you being down, you can respawn on your own. No, we still have to come get you. Some people found that annoying. Some people were like, dude, what the fuck, just respawn in. Like, we're busy killing this guy. And again, just those little things and bugs and things that they're going to hopefully fix March 12th. I'm going to obviously wait for what people think and do after March 12th when that patch comes out, when that big update comes out. I'm going to hopefully they fix a lot of issues. Hopefully I'll play it a lot more, because I was lightweight, a little bit scared to play this game when I heard that it was causing PlayStation to just turn off and not turn on.
Right here, I'm calling it Anthem, $15 by summer.
No, it's gonna be Destiny 2. Like, you get it for free for any game you buy.
I don't think you're wrong.
$15 by summer Anthem.
I don't think you probably.
I'd buy it on that sale. I'm not even gonna lie. $15.
$15.
Fuck it.
I can spend $15.
And here's the thing too. It's like, what were they expecting if the game did good? Like this sold half of Andromeda. What if the game would like everybody that you got hyped up ended up buying the game? Imagine that. Imagine
service.
Yeah, but imagine all those people if the game's this shit on the servers that they have now, on the little many people that they have.
Yeah.
Imagine having 2 times, 3 times, 4 times as many.
They just weren't ready. The game just wasn't ready.
No.
It wasn't ready.
Like, there was nothing about the game. No part at any point in time was ready.
And then you do all this.
The betas were bad,
and it still comes out, and it's just
the betas were bad.
But then you're thinking, hey, it's a beta, it's bad. They'll fix it. Game launches. Fuck, they didn't fix this, guys.
What about people? What about those people that paid early access to play this shit game?
Hey man, people are still complaining about it, man.
Just to have their fucking game, PlayStation, turn the fuck off when they play. Like, what about that money?
The
like,
PlayStation's like, dude, you're playing this. Fuck you.
I need everyone to wake up. Right? You just spent probably $100 to play Anthem. If you spent $100 or close to $100 to play Anthem, I hope that's a lesson you learn.
I don't know why you're looking at me when you say that. I don't know why you're looking at me. Hey,
I mean, I'm just looking at you because you're the host.
I had certificates.
And you bought the special.
You did buy it.
Did
you buy the special? How much did you buy? How much was it?
It was $40.
It's not $40.
Shut the fuck up.
That's $40 because I used my certificates.
Okay, so it's $100.
So you didn't even buy it full price over here talking shit.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not even that mad. That's why I have fun playing it.
How much was it though originally, retail?
Regular. I mean, there's 2 editions. I think there was a regular base $60, and then the other one was like $80. And all you do is get like more cosmetic shit.
Was that the one with the early access?
We touched on it. Do you think E3 is dead? You think E3 is done?
E3?
Yeah, because we did touch on it.
It depends.
EA is pulling out.
It depends. I feel like
EA is pulling out for other reasons though.
In it, but they had a conference that they did during it, but they weren't ever they pulled out E3 a while ago. They did their own EA Play event.
Pull out Game Strong.
I mean, E3 is still a thing. I think E3 can still be successful.
It's still going to be a good thing.
Without EA.
Even if people pull, the game developers like, hey, I'm good. Guess what? It gives other people the chance to come in and shine.
I love E3, but at the same time, we don't really need it.
Mm-hmm.
What would you want to replace E3?
Nothing.
Well, they're still going to. That's actually.
What do you want to do with that then? Just that gap, just nothing?
I think they should announce stuff when they want to announce it.
How's everyone going to directs?
That's what I was saying.
Everybody can have their own direct style thing.
But I mean, just for the casual gamer, the person that's not really looking for the games, how is he supposed to even know games are being heavily marketed? Like, what are the big games coming out?
I don't think he pays attention to E3.
I'm not saying he doesn't, but those are the games that mainly get marketed.
I would be interested to see a giant gaming event Super Bowl thing where it is kind of like E3, but it's not really E3.
So I mean, the idea
he wants an E3 on crack.
He wants an E3 on crack.
I like the idea of hey, this is where everybody comes together and they celebrate and everybody kind of shows off new stuff. I do like that idea, but at the end of the day, it is kind of arbitrary. It really doesn't matter. We really don't have to do this.
I mean, I get it.
It's a lot more trouble than it's worth.
I just like the idea of getting excited, hey, your time to shine.
I do too. That's why I like it. But at the same time, it's not necessary.
I mean, even if they do stop, all that does is, like you said, they'll just go direct style. Or they'll have, hey, special event coming up this month for Xbox. Stay tuned. That's all they'll do. I mean, no matter what, announcements are still going to be a thing, and I'm always going to be there to eat it up. Because anytime anything gaming, we all love gaming. Anytime there's news about a direct, anytime there's news about Sony holding a conference, guess what? We're going to be watching. Don't matter when it is, whether it's 3 days of continuous news or just one random weekend in fucking August. I'm with it.
I could see them all going to their own events, Xbox.
Yeah, because they want to.
I like E3. It's like a realm of competitions. Boom, Bethesda walks on stage. You see what the fuck Bethesda finna bring. Then boom, Sony walks on stage. Y'all yeah, we got some of this coming. We got some of that coming. Then boom, Nintendo's all oh yeah, we're gonna do this game.
It's just one day of being a nerd.
I like that.
It's one full day of us being nerds. Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's like a UFC when they're getting weighed in. They be talking shit. I feel like that's what it is. They just it's look, check this out, bitch. Check Microsoft pussies.
Good?
We finna drop our PlayStation 5 next year. What you got?
It's gonna be super interesting this year because we are bound to see the new consoles this year.
Yeah,
right? I feel so. At the same, it's that's some of the best parts of E3 is when the new hardware is announced.
Yeah,
we might not get that this time around. We might not see any of we don't get that kind of square off where it's just Sony is watching Xbox and then Xbox announces that they're making it with the camera and then they make last second changes to not include the PlayStation camera. Shit like that is fascinating to me.
Yeah,
and that's how they undercut the Xbox.
I mean, but without the E3, I feel like they would just eliminate the competition. They're not even gonna try anymore.
Yeah. Competition thrives, man. That's what makes everybody really more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, you can announce it on your own platform, sure. You're going to have those loyal fans that play Xbox or Microsoft or support your game developer. They're going to watch it, sure, but it's not really a competition announcement. It's not like you're just announcing it in thin air.
Yeah.
And those people are going to attract to it.
And this is kind of why it's confusing me a little bit with these rumors. There's a bunch of rumors coming out. This is kind of going to the next headline of what we were going to talk about real quick. And I hate saying this because I'm going to probably say it wrong, but the Xbox is obviously rumored to be coming out with the new console.
What kind of console is it?
It's going to be a diskless Xbox.
Oh, what kind of?
Diskless.
Diskless?
My dyslexia is acting up right now. Yeah, dude. It does this move called never mind. Called fuck yourself. But yeah, this diskless Xbox arriving in May, and it's all rumored for it to be coming out. Where hey, guess what? No more discs. It's all digital. Congratulations. It's just super weird for this thing to coming up right near E3. So you're gonna be coming up with a new console, and then hey, by the way, Xbox 2 is gonna be coming out. Like what?
Why not?
I'm so confused.
I like the idea of it.
I think it's smart.
I really do. I really think it's like a back end, get it to your audience that wants to play it but can't afford it.
So yeah, that says, according to Windows Central, which claims to have information from sources close to the issue, the new console is called Xbox One S All Digital Edition. There's no indication of price or any hardware specifics, but initial reports are saying that the disk drive could bring it, but taking away the disk, it's going to be anywhere between 100 and 200.
ADE. Xbox ADE.
That's what it's called?
ADE.
All Digital Edition.
That's a good acronym for it. But how do you guys feel about that? How do you I mean,
honestly,
we were talking about a lot
for
more.
it. If I was able to get a PlayStation 4 running with the same like processor and speed as a regular one, but it was discless, I would do it. I buy most of my games digital anyway, so like save me money. I have more money towards games.
This is a fucking brilliant idea because
They're winning.
Brilliant.
as
Wow.
they're
Might get an Xbox.
He said brilliant. Wow.
as they're ramping up the new system, right?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, okay, now the new system's out, but it is backwards compatible. But you can get all these games from Game Pass, and all you have to do is get Game Pass, right? That's all you need, and you spend $150 to buy an Xbox.
Buy the Game Pass. You're still playing all the games, and you didn't have to spend $300 like you would normally.
Yeah, you spend under $200.
Winning.
Or a little above $200.
Do you think this is
Less
like a
than 3.
preview of like what their new Xbox is going to be like?
I
To say,
I
hey,
don't think so.
get your feet wet with this ADE.
I think this is a test market. I
feel
think
like
this
it
is a very
is.
PS2 move where it's like, PS2, cool. Let's make it as cheap as fucking possible.
Yeah.
And they made it as cheap as possible, as slim as possible, and they sold it for
I'm
$1
for it.
or $99. Remember $99.99
Yeah.
for a PS2? Why
Yeah.
the PS3 was out? And it sold everywhere, and it not only sold everywhere, but while the newer markets had the newer system,
Yeah.
places like Brazil were still selling the fuck out of PS2s.
Mhm.
So I think this is a smart idea on their part, just in terms of trying to push out as much hardware as possible.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age where, like, I mean, Microsoft hopefully is going to come back with some more exclusive fucking AAA titles. But, like, if I can buy my PlayStation for fucking $400 and all I have to spend is $150 to play the Xbox titles, I'm winning.
I mean, this is
And I
gonna
can play with my friends.
Well, obviously about the discless. I gotta find a
The
better
what?
way to this. The discless. The dickless.
Dickless?
Yeah, exactly that.
Discless.
How will it affect retail? Completely ruin it? Will it be like all digital? Fuck, everybody's gonna start doing the
Like
trend.
towards games?
Copycat, yeah, kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Is it going to go copycat league where everybody's going to go digital as well, and then bye GameStop officially, bye.
No, I mean GameStop's bye officially, yes, but it's not going to affect really
A lot.
anything. I mean, someone's still got to sell those.
True.
Right? Like you're still going to make money off those, and then at the end of the day, like the retailer can still has negotiating power in terms of like
Digital.
look, we're going to mark your shit up then. We're all going to mark your shit up and we're going to sell for a higher cost.
Yeah. I mean, digital games don't really go on sale. So at the end of the day, you can always get a disc cheaper than you could the digital copy.
Crazy. So you guys are for it though, all
Hell
digital.
yeah.
I mean, it's
a
really
win.
really cool. I mean, for me, I already have an Xbox. I barely turn it on. I mean, if it was for me, like if they announced it like the very first time, or said, "Hey, here's an Xbox just to play the exclusives," because I don't buy an Xbox to play all their like game. Like my main console is gonna be PS4, and the only time I even get an Xbox is to play like the Halo, anything exclusive there. So if they come out with an all digital type, and for that price, I'm copping.
$150 to play.
I'm copping.
Yeah.
I'd cop an Xbox just to play games like Overwatch with like my boys on fucking Xbox. Like
Cool.
games I know that I play often and I can just easily hop on it. Like that's perfect.
It's late, yeah. That's the reason why I'll be excited for it. I mean,
Get your
again,
cousin an Xbox.
if it's gonna be a really cool price point for a lot of people who don't have an Xbox and they say they just want to play the exclusive, fuck yeah, get that game.
$150 is worth it alone just for Cuphead. So
I feel like everyone that's gonna be like the next Wii where everyone just gets it fucking not only for games but you can just fucking Netflix it.
God, the Wii was another one. The Wii was another one that lasted fucking forever.
I feel like that's what it would be the next Wii. where
Wii
you can
Sports,
just fucking
man.
get it.
People were trying to get that Wii Sports with that Wii, man.
PS2, Wii, both of them just outlasted the fuck out of everybody.
I mean, shit.
Thank you.
I'm all for it. I can't wait to see what it is. I mean, everything's pointing towards May. Hopefully, it actually comes to fruition. Hopefully, they actually say, yeah, let's go ahead and go do this. But I'm not too excited until it actually drops, until they actually say, hey, all dickless. Let's get it going.
Whatever. Fucking Xbox.
And then the last bit of news that we got for you guys is something very interesting. The guys who always get creative is Nintendo. And Nintendo's getting their feet wet with the whole VR kit, man. They're getting into the VR. And the way that they're doing it is by using their VR kit. They're going to be getting into the Labo. The Nintendo Labo.
The Labo's VR?
there's gonna be a Nintendo Labo is gonna be a VR kit. So for people who don't know what Nintendo Labo is,
it's cardboard.
Cardboard.
It's a people. Really
Nintendo Labo is
Labo.
the cool thing about it. It's like play. It's like you play, you make,
asshole.
and you discover. It's a do-it-yourself type kit. I remember people. I mean, when the first game came out, the demo was freaking hilarious because there was literally adults playing with cardboard, and they were saying, "Hey, you could do this." But the idea behind it is really, really cool. The initiative of, hey, you could create your own game, essentially. You could create a keyboard, play in the note, all that cool stuff. I still remember that commercial for some weird reason where the guy like creates a keyboard and he's like playing with it and
I thought
shit.
the VR market was dying.
Not according to Nintendo.
We always know that they always have their finger on the pulse of what's in.
I really thought it was dying. Like, I think Oculus, I heard there's going to be a new Oculus system, but like I heard that was just rumor. I don't know if that's really a thing.
So Nintendo announced an upcoming launch of the fourth kit in the Nintendo Labo series, the VR kit. It's a shareable, simple VR gaming experience. Like I said, Nintendo Labo VR kit includes the software for it, for the Nintendo Switch, as well as 6 cardboard do-it-yourself sets, one of which is a pair of VR goggles. The goggles are then usable with the other 5 projects in the kit for very simple games such as fighting aliens with a cardboard blaster gun or taking photos of underwater creatures with the camera. So it's kind of like the kit is obviously what for Nintendo Labo is. Nintendo is like a play you make and you play and you discover. And it's really cool how the VR is going to get into it a little bit for sure. What do you guys think about? First thoughts on that?
I mean, it's gonna be like it's gonna be Nintendo like VR. It's like the stupid VR where it's like your
VR.
phone and your fucking thing, and then you look like a jackass.
It's gonna be for the
doing it.
Switch, right? I'm assuming, right?
I mean, switching. I mean, it'll
who
be
plays
fun.
this? Do you play this? Your Switch on your TV?
You know what's going to be funny as shit? You guys are going to be in the fucking subway. You guys are going to be in BART. You guys are going to, hey, yeah, I want to play my Switch right now. Just fucking put on the VR
I
goggles.
don't see myself
You're in
playing
BART.
with the VR goggles. I don't even play my Switch on my TV. So like, am I just gonna sit there?
I know you use it for YouTube.
Again, it's shit VR again. It's bad VR. It's the phone VR, which is just It's
Cheeks.
so underwhelming.
Booty.
VR, I mean, it's really different for sure. And then again, I feel like it's such a weird thing to do because I feel like, again, Nintendo is very kid-friendly, very like that. So when you get, why would you get a Nintendo VR when there's so much more better VR out there? There's Oculus.
I think it's.
I mean, for $60, right?
Can't get too mad at it.
It's a bad move. I'm not with
you
that. I don't
you
support
gonna
that
cop it
decision.
for $60?
No.
$60 and you get other fucking cardboard games.
You know, if you
What's
$60
up?
to
What
wear
you got
some
against
goggles I would never
cardboard?
wear. It's not even cardboard. It's just $60.
I have a Nintendo Labo I've never opened in that closet over
Right.
there.
How much was that?
$60, dog.
$60. Man,
It's
you know
hella
what you could with that $60? You could have saved it. Wait for the next fucking game title that you wanted to buy, Mikey.
What, like Anthem?
It's just the idea.
No, not Anthem, because
I just don't.
It's a waste
I
of
mean,
time.
I've never got into the Labo series because of the cardboard, or the whole cardboard thing. I never got into it. I remember people were joking like, "Oh, if you wanted cardboard, just go to the back and just get cardboard and play it." I was like, "What?" And it's just funny. But a lot of people don't get into the science and technology of the whole science thing of it. But I can't get past the fact that it's cardboard. And like, honestly, I could probably just get cardboard right outside the apartment. It's like, all right, cool, cardboard,
But
just
you
throw it
can't
away.
play with it though.
If you have imagination,
Mike Doe used to make giant spaceships.
Who?
For Mike Doe, your boy.
Oh, you were fucking one of them SpongeBob kids, huh?
No, I used to
the
make
imagination. SpongeBob.
cardboard
It took me right to that
space
episode.
stations for my Star Wars action figures back in the day. Real talk.
Cardboard space station.
And those shit would be dope. It would be like as big as this table.
And you know how much it costs?
Okay.
And it would be like hilarious.
A trip to the recycle bin. That's all it costs.
Yeah, that's how it costs, dog. So
Damn, bro.
don't be over here spitting diss.
How come you don't do
on
it?
So
some
what? If I
cardboard.
give you cardboard right
I'm
now,
not
you gonna cop
dissing.
$60? If I give you cardboard right now, you gonna
I'll
give
make
me
you
60?
one hell of a spaceship for your Star Wars action figures.
Nice. I'll make one hell of a. I got
That's
pop
what
figures
I'll do
for
with
you.
that.
I got pop figures for you. It's all good.
Cardboard's fun though. But
Cardboard is fun though.
the Nintendo Labo is an interesting idea, and it is. I mean, STEM toys are so in right now.
They are.
and I think that's awesome because we're all fucking doomed, and we need some kids to fucking come up with some shit so we don't fucking kill ourselves
Yeah, we
on
need
this planet.
we need smart kids.
You just need people that aren't fucking money hungry.
You know who isn't money hungry?
Really good positive note to go out on.
EA is not money hungry.
They can't be. All the money
So,
they put in the fucking anthem.
want to get in some listener questions?
We're gonna get into listener questions right now, which was the reason why I was pulling up the
Listener
Listener
questions.
questions.
So a lot of the stuff under us today. Since Tambo's not here, I'll go ahead and take over the listener question.
Thank
What's
you.
the listener
Segment.
questions? What they saying?
All right. So a lot of people already asking a lot
What
of
are
things.
they asking
a
me,
lot
man?
of things that we already talked about.
What is it?
Why are we trying to go higher pitch?
It's
What the
already,
fuck?
we already talked about a lot of
take
this
it
stuff.
easy,
So
take it easy.
Adam Mushra,
It's your birthday. You're lucky.
he already asked something.
Big
that we already
A.
answered.
What did he say?
So sorry, but shout out to Adam. Always shout out. Eli Shaw asks, what do you think about the uproar about Anthem's reviews? People seem to be criticizing and attacking reviewers for not loving or even not enjoying the game.
Look. Someone said
Go
this
ahead.
in their YouTube video. I forgot who it was. But it's okay to enjoy the game, but it's not okay to defend the game, okay? You know damn well if you're playing Anthem that it's not okay. The way it is, as it is not okay, and you know that. So stop acting like it's okay.
No, it's. I mean, I could kind of see it with a point of. You're right. It's hard to defend a game
If you
that's
spent
not
your
good.
$60-$80, I understand your salt,
My bad.
but you know you paid for salt. That's trash. You're salty. Don't try to act like it's amazing because you spent $80 on it.
You can't justify
You
it.
just
But
got
the way I'm always going to go back to what I think about Anthem. It's a game that's fun when it works. That's it. It's hard for me to hate a game or criticize even a reviewer. If a reviewer says this game's trash, that's cool. I'm having fun with it. That's your opinion. It's cool. I'm still playing it. But I know where they're coming from, because I'm gonna take it into effect of like I'm over here talking to you about Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking love Game of Thrones.
Right.
Mikey over here is like, I'm gonna review this episode, or I'm gonna review this series. This series ass. I'm gonna be like, fuck you, Mikey. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I love Game of Thrones. It comes with passion. I feel like a little bit for sure. The passion of what that game is and
It's
all
different.
that. It is a little bit different, but the idea of a reviewer attacking something that you love or something that you like, and they're saying it's trash.
And that's what a lot of people
They got it.
I see past, because I get it.
Yeah,
Look, I'm a man who's defended many bad games.
You are.
Many.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot.
I like bad games.
A lot
Yeah.
of the times. And a lot of times I'll go to the mat, and a lot of times I won't. Like, there are games in that series where I love it. I love that game, but it's not a great game. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Another
Love
great
that
one.
shit.
Another great one. I love it. I know it's not the best game. I know it's not like the greatest game in the world. But I'll go to the mat for it.
Yeah.
Like, I do love it. And like when,
Go to the
when
mat for
people
it.
do talk shit about it, it's one of those things where it's like, oh, well, you're seeing like all the bad things, but here's some of the good things from it. But at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, it's mostly bad though.
That's
Like,
mostly bad.
it's mostly bad though, and that's what people just need to kind of detach themselves from,
real.
like these franchises, like you said, because these guys already pre-ordered it $60
Yep.
or already
Mhm.
have it in their hands, haven't even bought it yet, or already put all their money toward it, and then now they're sitting here watching all the reviews come out. And I've been on that side before. I'm not even gonna lie.
You gotta
I ain't even gonna lie.
I think we've all been there for sure, and it's just, you got to get past of like what people say about it for sure. It just kind of comes down to like what you like. If you like it, don't let anybody else affect.
Yeah.
Obviously, what you say. I mean, it
I
doesn't
will
matter.
sit here and tell you, Crash Bandicoot or Crash Team Racing is the greatest kart racer of all time.
That's fine. I hate you
And
for
I'll
it.
take it for the mat. But no, but like I was saying, as before I started
Mario
coughing,
Kart Double Dash.
All day.
Shut the fuck up. You sound
All
so stupid.
day.
You sound ridiculous
You
and
sound
stupid.
dumb
CTR.
bad opinions.
There's a remaster.
Crash
Double
Team
Dash?
Racers. Double Dash was GOAT. What are you
Double
talking
Dash
about?
is a 7. Double
Bias.
Dash is a 7.
You know what? We're not even gonna go
You're
into
proving our
defending
example.
games.
You're proving our
Anyway,
example.
so
You're
okay,
proving
but no. Here's the thing, though. But I've been on that side, because it is like you're getting hyped for this game. You've been reading about this game. You've been watching things on this game forever and ever and ever, and it's finally built up to the point where now your money's invested, your time's invested, because you watch so much coverage on this fucking game, and then it comes out and it bombs. Right? I did the same thing for Twisted Metal. I did the same thing for Starhawk.
Yeah.
I've done the same thing for Killzone 3. I did the same thing for Resistance 3. I've like, you name it, I've been there in terms of like, oh, I'm so invested in this game. I'm so sold on this game. I have my money in this game. And then the reviews come out and you're like, well, I mean, they don't know what they're talking about. Blah, 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 and you haven't even played the game yet.
No, I mean, again, it just comes with the territory for sure. So it's something you just got to get past. You got to have a little bit of thick skin. If somebody starts attacking something you love, you're like, you know what? That's your opinion, dude. I don't care. If they start trolling, then you just know they're trolling, though. Master troll over here, anyways.
I'm not retired. That's the old me.
What other listener question we got, Mikey?
So Alexander Dayu asks, is Anthem the new Philip Muchin? not entirely sure what he means by that. I think it's like just in terms of like the infamy of Anthem. But I mean, you can turn around a bad game. Look at No Man's Sky.
Like I said, Anthem,
look how long
$15
that's
by
Phil
summer.
Muchin, he's never gonna be able to turn around and recover his name.
It's over. I mean, can he rebrand? You think he could rebrand?
No, there's no way Phil Muchin ever comes back. I could see Anthem coming back in like a big way, like we were talking about last week, the Battle Royale. But Philip Muchin, he doesn't get a Battle Royale mode. You know what I mean? Like he's done.
He does it.
He's fucking toast. And then Alfonso Arellano.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pronounce last name.
You butchered
So
it.
Alfonso. He just said something interesting. It is kind of news that we didn't talk about. Sony killing the Vita last week, then dropping the new iOS update is like your girl leaving you for your twin who's melted slightly in a microwave.
Damn.
I mean,
accurate.
Yeah.
So the iOS devices did get remote play for PS4. So now all you have to do is get one of those like Switch Fix stands with like the new things.
What's a Switch Fix?
Switch. I'm glad you asked. Well, you heard about it in the beginning of the show.
What?
He said
What
Switch
is
Fix?
What's a Switch Fix?
Sorry, we'll
Actually,
insert the ad in the beginning of the show.
For sure. No
we don't
worries.
do mid-roll ads.
We're not like that, but it's cool. I like that Switch Fix. It's pretty cool, especially because it had chips. I saw it. I was like, oh my god.
We don't do ads.
Did you bring the Pro Controller?
Fuck no, I did not.
Son of a bitch.
I was supposed to.
I even asked you.
I did. But that's what happens when you rush. Not a good thing,
I
guys.
didn't buy one.
But yeah, it looks like that is it for listener questions.
Listener question.
We about to go watch Captain Marvel.
We?
Yeah, I bought tickets right now. Fuck you guys. I'm just kidding. I'm not. I'm watching it tomorrow.
Just go. I'm
Just
going.
go, Mikey.
Yeah?
Like,
No,
stop
it's
being
cool.
all this,
Don't worry about it. He's gonna watch it tonight. I'll watch it with somebody else. I'll watch it with real ones. You know, it's cool.
I told you I'd go tomorrow unless you sold my ticket.
Dude, I'm
like you
busy.
originally
Sorry,
told me.
I'm busy. So it's cool. But
At least you thought about me when you bought
thank you
tickets.
guys. Thanks everybody for watching, listening. You already know where to watch us. This video is going to be dropping tomorrow, Friday. You could always watch us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, everywhere.
Did you just smell
Right?
me?
I think it did. I was trying not to look at that. This is what I deal with, guys. This is what I deal
I'm
with.
sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your clothes.
No, it's cool.
I
I was actually doing it right the first. Finally,
Do it. Go ahead. My bad.
that's too
Hey,
late. Mikey, you're acting white.
get your mans.
Stop.
Get your mans.
Watch us on YouTube. Hear us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Hear us in your ear holes.
All day long.
Subscribe.
Share. Let us know what you think. We always love your guys' feedback. Text
Where
me
can
on
they
the
find
side.
us?
They could find us. They could find me on Twitter. Compa Andres. Where they
I said us. It's not
Well,
about you.
I made it solo. I'm going solo. Fuck you.
Oh God.
Go
Guys,
solo.
But you
Last
can find
stand.
us on YouTube, Chiptooth Gaming. You can find
What?
us on Twitter, CTG Vids.
We on Google Play.
Go ahead and finish it up
We're
for
on
me.
Google
Then,
Play.
It's your
Where
birthday.
else we at? What's the new handle?
How are you gonna call them out? You don't even know.
I
everything?
forgot. You added the new one. What was the new one?
We got the Google Podcast. We got the Apple Podcast. We got that
Everything I've been saying so far.
Podbean. We
Podbean.
got that
Podbean,
Anchor FM. So go check us out there.
Anchor, Podbean, iTunes.
Merch link in
Google
the
Play.
bio.
Merch link in the
You know what
bio.
else you can watch there, guys? You can watch Old Games Old.
Look, guys.
Old games.
Do me a
old.
favor. Hit up Andres' DM. Say, buy a fucking Chiptooth Gaming shirt. Fucking bitch.
Too busy with this,
Say it just like that. Quote me. Send the link from this fucking. Just screen record this part of the video and just send
Andres,
it to
why are
him.
you such a coward?
I'm waiting for the updated version.
It's true. Good point.
Fair.
Damn, got him.
That's fair.
So yeah, Old Games Old.
That's fair.
The homies over there knocking it out. I think they could be dropping another episode very soon, right?
Yes, this is Monday. Full time.
I'm just trying to figure out why Mikey just all of a sudden started coughing, and that's how I'm filling up time.
Start that.
Because he's coughing really fucking
I've
loud.
had a cough lately. It's been a thing.
Oh, maybe I think I know why.
Why? My cigarettes? The Cobian's my cigarettes? No.
is exactly why.
Not it.
But yeah, watch out for that nude episode, guys. It's gonna be really cool.
That nude episode?
Oh God, no! Stop.
coming.
Like I said, follow us.
Episode 100.
You can follow me right here, Compa Andres. Cheeks Jr. right over there. And Shawn So Nasty, that kid Flowers.
I think I might change my Twitter handle soon. I don't know.
No, you can't do that. Don't do that.
You
Well,
can
I-
do-
You're locked in at
hey,
this point.
he can do whatever you want to do.
What you mean?
You can do whatever you
Spot
wanna do.
early
At
on.
this point.
I guess.
What you gonna change to?
I don't know.
Shawn
I
So
don't know, man.
Nasty?
No, that's lame.
That's
Why would I do
lame.
that?
It's kind of lame.
Alright, then yeah, we can't change it.
Until you get something better.
What if they click on the older videos?
First of all, Andres got to change his name.
Well, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a different story. We don't need to get into that.
Look, straight out of Black History Month, and I get straight locked down quick. Y'all see that?
Yeah. Gotta go back to the way it was. Come on.
God damn it.
Thinking about it, I don't know yet.
Take us out.
Take us out. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week. Boop, boop.